What up, Hostile crew? We are 12 weeks out from the Mr. Olympia. Today we are at Texas Iron Republic Gym in Magnolia, Texas. Me and Brett are about to train some push. So for me, push is mostly chest, maybe one tricep and lateral delts. For Brett, push is front delts, chest, triceps, and lateral delts. So I don't do much of the front delt stuff, and you'll see my chest training has kind of changed since you guys have got to see me train in the past. I had a session over with Boss in Portugal. We made some big adjustments, had to take a big ego check, and now we're training chest the right way where I'm actually getting pec activation. So you guys will see lots of tips and tricks today. We're gonna start here on a fly machine. You guys are gonna get to see some awesome old school pieces. We're just gonna get after it hardcore, just like we always do, Hostile style. Sipping on 2 scoops of Bloodshot. This is my go-to pre. Today's the peach flavor, but my other favorite is probably grape, by Samson's flavor. So as Brett does these here, guys, I'm gonna give you guys a few tips and tricks. The main thing we really focus in on here is, like I said, keeping the front delts out of it. So one is no explosion out of the bottom. Oftentimes we want to get a big jerk out of the bottom. What that's going to do is help us round our shoulders and get that front delt activated. So we're going to try to come slow out of the bottom, really focus on that. We're also focusing on rotating our shoulders back, getting some external rotation, which is going to lift that chest up and make sure that that chest is in front of that front delt. Those are the 2 main things we're really focusing on here. Then a good squeeze and making sure we're going through the full range of motion. Weight's not as important here as making sure we get everything activated.
Good, come on. Leave a little bit. Yep. Sir. Sir, yes sir, yes sir.
Damn. It's kind of a bitch to get underneath with only one partner.
That's it. You're good.
Almost need Alec for this one.
Yep. Yeah, come on. There it is, come on. Now I'm here, now I'm here. I got stacked. Let's go. As far as you can yourself. As far as you can yourself. Still you, still you. Now I go, come on. One at a time, one at a time. There it is, let's go. Just like that. There it is. Got one more? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Perfect. Good job, buddy. Woo, fuck. Yep.
Yeah, that was ripping, bro. Okay, guys. So Brett and I decided we're going to do an intensifier here because we love this fly machine so much. Instead of doing another fly variation later on in the workout, we're just going to continue to run this. It feels great. So what we're going to do, all of you guys know 21 guns for arms, where you do the bottom half of a curl 7 times, the top half of a curl 7 times, and then 7 full reps. We're going to do something similar here with the fly, where we're going to do the bottom portion of the fly for 7 reps, the top portion of the fly for 7 reps, and then we're going to do 7 full reps. What that's going to do is, one, just push a bunch of blood into the pec, and then those last reps are really going to cause the damage we want, and push more blood in there to finish things off so we can go into our next movement.
One more.
Yep. All the way, all the way. Here we go. Here's one. One. Yep, sorry, bro. Let's go. 3 more there. One big, one big. Stop. Go, go, go. Quick break, quick breath, quick breath. Now we go. Let's go. Good. Yes, sir. Over half. Let's go. 2 more, 2 more. Let's go. One more, one more, one more, one more. There it is. Let's go. Wrong side.
I just wanted out of there. Whew. Good. Good. Let's go. Come on, finish strong.
Yes, sir.
Good shit, Bubba. Woo. Okay, so next we're gonna go to our compound movement. We're gonna go to an incline bench press. But this bench specifically is very modified than any other incline bench we've ever used before. So I think this is from Invictus, and they're a powerlifting company, but they're kind of getting into the bodybuilding space. This one is like, what would you say the degree on this is, B?
Ooh.
Like 15?
Yeah,
20?
25 maybe?
Maybe 20, 25, somewhere in there. So it's way, way lower than most inclines, so it's very much more chest involved. And then we're just staying really strict here. So you guys will see I'm really
eccentrics.
trying to focus on the slow eccentric, even the slow concentric. One of my main things that kind of caused a lot of my chest being weak was being too explosive off the chest and letting those shoulders and triceps do a lot of the moving. So we're gonna try to stay slow out of the bottom, really control the weight the whole time and make sure that the pecs are working. Good. First time I ever max bench in my life, I did this.
Yeah?
At like 12.
That's awesome.
It was flat and it was obviously like really terrible reps, but
I still remember when we were like trying to get 135.
dude, I'd been doing push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, and they'd let me come in and lift every once in a while. And then I started training with this semi-pro football player. And he was like, look, we're gonna see what your maxes are and everything.
Yeah.
But my dad had me, we had this square baler and made 90-pound square bales. And I had to clean and jerk them onto the trailer, and I weighed 85 pounds. So like I was already like way stronger than any little kid. So I did one plate easy. And then we did 185 and it was like sloppy, about tore my pec probably. And then I squatted 185 easy and pulled 225. Yeah. Start going backwards on that last one. Yeah, that was heavy. I feel like such a bitch when we used to throw around 4 plates.
Yeah,
like
but we're training different. So sorry. Hey, just throw a quarter on it.
Okay. No, it's definitely different. I mean,
Don't get me wrong.
my triceps aren't pumped. My chest's not pumped.
My ego is pissed off right now. I hate training like this where everything's. I like to put 4 plates on there and just rep it out, but we're training with a purpose, and especially now that we've been, this isn't our first rodeo, it's time to tighten up the training, focus a little bit more on muscle maturity, and just detail work, man. So it's obviously paying off. We see it every day, but it's a sad day when you have to stop training away like a 21-year-old and just run into the gym and throw 500 on the bench and see how many times you can do it. But now it's more about actually building up specific areas. So like he talks about, everything is so isolated now. Like, we're so good at separating body parts. Like, I don't feel anything in my shoulders yet. You know what I mean? We've already done 2 exercises, so it just shows we're able to keep everything out and make sure we're training the right way.
Beautiful. Yes. Good. Perfect. Yeah.
A little more. Oh, yeah.
Woo. Good shit, man. All right, guys, so I'm mixing up an intra here. So I got 3 scoops of Silo 9. I got 2 scoops of the CDX here, 2 scoops of glutamine, and a scoop of Pico 2. So this is what I sip on while I work out here. We're about 2 exercises in. I'll sip this down. We'll do about 7 exercises today, and I'll try to have this done by about number 5 so that those carbs can soak in, digest, and my body can get ready to soak in some more carbs when we do our post-workout. So sip on this, and we're gonna get to our next chest press movement. All right, guys, so our next movement here, we finished up with that incline. Now we're gonna go to a little bit more decline variation here. So we're on the Mega Mass, what is a mimic of the flex leverage press, essentially, if you will, but with some upgrades. So 1, the seat actually comes out a little bit. Instead of just being flat, it comes to a little bit more of a decline, which you can see here, so that we can really focus on the pecs. And then there's 2 handles here. We're gonna go with the top handle because it mimics bench press a little bit more and oftentimes gets a little bit more pec activation, but it can kind of depend on the person. This handle is also good and mimics more of a little bit turned or neutral grip bench, which oftentimes is geared towards triceps. For me, I actually get more pec when I go neutral grip, but I'm really trying to focus on the stretch here, so I'll still probably use these upper handles, but both feel good to me. I know for Brett, he especially gets a lot of tricep when he goes to that more neutral grip, so we're gonna focus on that upper stretch. But this is more of our machine work now after we did the heavy compound movement. Now we can really focus in on some more isolation stuff here.
There it is.
Ugh, fuck. Yep, that's it. God damn. Sucks being weak. I know when 3 plates is heavy that I'm using my pecs and not my delts and my triceps, because I can usually move this fairly easy. But this is super, super hard when I isolate the pec and really focus in on it. So this is something that I've completely changed over the last 3-4 weeks here. We're already seeing a drastic difference in my chest, as well as just my posture in general. So a lot of the front delt work that was coming from this was giving me a lot of roundedness and kind of crunching in the shoulders, which was messing up my posture and honestly kind of affecting not only my posing, but just overall quality of life. I was starting to get uncomfortable. The way, even just like sitting in the office chair working on my computer was uncomfortable. So we've been finding ways to fix that, and this has been a huge contributor to it, because as I get chiropractic work, as I get dry tissue or dry needling and tissue work, my body's settling back into place, and we're getting better posture out of it, which we're gonna see at the Olympia with better posing, better muscle quality, and honestly just improvement of mobility, which is gonna help with the posing as well. Beautiful. Come on.
Come over the front, you're gonna do it.
Yeah, you can feel it a little bit.
Done. Done. Good, thanks, man.
Fuck.
Weak as a bitch, boy.
You want a plate on the outside of that?
Or let's go
4?
Quarter. Wait, how many did I do?
You got like 11 with
12 or something.
12, something like that.
Let's go plate. You plate over it.
Yes. Now we go. Come on.
One. Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, good shit, Bubba. Yep. Come on, finish big here.
Yep. Now we go. Now we go. Yeah. No more. Yeah.
All right, guys, so finish up cable flies over there. Got a good stretch. Now we're gonna go into a superset here. So we're gonna do the hammer strength dip combination with Omega incline press. So with the dip here, guys, 2 things to really focus on. We're not doing this for triceps, we're doing it for chest. So we really wanna focus on the humerus stretching backwards and getting a big stretch on the pec, versus when you do tricep, it's mostly about getting the elbow back and getting a stretch on the tricep. So focusing on the stretch here, and as you'll notice, both Brett and I are sitting really straight up and down. So that's gonna help keep it in the chest. And as we drive through and finish, we're really focusing on squeezing that pec. So we're gonna do that here first. And then to finish the pecs off, we'll go into the incline, get a stretch on the top part of the pec, and get some good contractions there to finish it off.
Yep.
Let's get one.
Come on. Big. Yes, sir.
Woo!
Make the pecs work. Make the pecs work first. Good. Work your way through it. Work your way through it. Ha! There it is.
Fuck! I don't like being weak. Beautiful. Now we work. Yep.
Yep. One. Good, thanks, man.
Good.
Perfect. Yeah. Two. Yes. Good taste. Oh.
Good shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get one more. Yeah. Yes. Ooh. One more, then let's rack it. All right, a few more here, 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Let's go, finish, let's go. One more. Yes.
My pecs are done.
Yeah, I forgot to change it after I went too. It was heavy.
Yeah, it wasn't light. All right, guys, so we're doing lateral raises now. The pressing is done. Now we're gonna do lateral raises, but we're gonna do it with cuffs. So this just kind of takes the wrist / forearm out of it, make sure that our grip's not failing us, and we can solely focus on taking our shoulder through the wall and really focus on that lateral delt. So by eliminating the handles, we just kind of eliminate a lot of the other moving parts and another joint being involved, whereas we can just put it on the wrist, kind of keep our elbows locked out and really just focus on that shoulder joint.
Good buddy, come on. Come on, big one, let's go.
Yeah, 2. Yeah. Yeah, fuck. Good shit, Bubba. All right, Hostile crew. This is where you see the boys split up and kind of see our weaknesses being attacked at the forefront here. So Brett has a little bit smaller front delts than me because I cheated my whole life and used front delts. So he's gonna go into a shoulder press, but I don't need that. So I'm gonna go over and do a lateral raise machine, and I'll superset that with a chest press over here while he supersets the shoulder press with the lateral raise here. So we both need more lateral delts. We'll both continue to do that as well. But then we're gonna hit our weak points here. So Brett's gonna get a little more front delt. I'm gonna get a little bit more chest. And this is where you kind of have to split up with your training partner to attack your weaknesses. Sometimes you guys don't have the same weaknesses and you have to kind of do this at the end. So we try to do all the brunt work, all the hard stuff together as much as we can. And then here at the end, when we're doing that fine tuning and that refine work, we'll split up and do the nasty little things that we have to do ourselves. So this is just something to take away. If you have a training partner, you can't always make everything mesh perfectly. Sometimes you kind of got to go off and do your own thing to make your body look how you want your body to look.
Oh shit. Woohoo. Good one. Fuck. Fuck.
All right, Hostile crew, there you have it. Push day here at Iron Republic, Texas Iron Republic Gym. Nasty, hard, but very meticulous, very well thought out, and very isolated. Like I said, really focusing on making sure these pecs grow and my front delts and my triceps don't. We obviously want them to improve, but not at the same rate. We need the chest to improve a little faster so we can be more balanced. And you guys saw that today. Lots of tips, lots of tricks. Hopefully you guys can take something away from that. Love doing this stuff for you guys and just appreciate you guys coming along for the ride. I want to do a big shout out here at the end and just say a big thank you to my team. Big thank you to Hostile and the crew for supporting me, everything they've done over the past year. This is, again, going to be one of my best years of bodybuilding, and it's because I have a great team behind me. You guys saw today, my training partner, we've been doing this together for about 7-8 years now, kicking each other's butt, taking each other's names, and having fun doing it. And now with my coach and my whole team around me, I just couldn't be more thankful. So thank you to you guys, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to do this. And other than that, like, subscribe, do all the fun YouTube stuff, and we'll see you next time. I'm gonna drink me down 2 scoops of the new salted caramel, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.